Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about Java methods. What is the use of methods basically? So you are writing maybe 100 or 1000 lines of code, okay? Just assume that, okay? So basically you are doing the logic to transfer some money into transferring some money into some bank, right? So in this use case actually what basically you are going to do it out, right? So you need 100 lines of code, right? So first code is to get the logged in user details, right? So whoever is logged in, you may have already their details. So once you select the to account, basically you need to capture the two user details, right? So what basically you are going to do, you are calling the another method, okay? So method is nothing but splitting your code into some specific part to understand developers basically. Okay, so when you are selecting two, you are picking the details of receiver, the amount receiver, right? So you are picking the details of amount receiver. So that logic you are going to do it in specific method. So you are mentioning the method name as like receiver detail collection, something like that. Okay, so when other developers coming and seeing your code, they can understand easily that okay, so this is the part of code, okay, we are using to get the receiver details. This is a part of code to call some this logic. Like that you can split your big code into small pieces actually. Okay, so that is what we will call it as a methods basically. Okay, let's see some examples, okay, so that you can understand more clearly. Okay, let me open Eclipse. Okay, so let me create my first let me create a one Java class basically. Okay, so let me create a method testing. Let me give like this. Okay, and it should have a public static environment. You know that this is one of the method, the main method. This is called as a main method, right? So here when I'm trying to, okay, I want to add some details actually. So I will give the inputs. Okay, so the maybe input is like so the first value I'm just saying as a 10. Okay, so I have two values. Okay, don't worry about it. I have two values 10 and 20. I need to add these values, and as well as I need to multiply this value. This is my logic. Okay, basically. So what basically you can do, so if you are writing here, right, so you can say as a another value. Okay, so I plus j, obviously it will give you the k, it will give you the value of k, right? System.out.println. Okay, so if you are giving, if you are printing the k variable, obviously you will get the output. Okay, but again, so I have another variable l. Okay, I multiply j basically. Okay, okay, so maybe here if I print l, obviously I will get the l. So what is the output we are expecting here? So first one is 30, second one is 200, right? So you can see the output here, right? Basically this is what we will do, but I want to split the, here there is two operations basically we are doing, right? Add and multiplication. So why I want to keep the two operations in this same code? Maybe as of now you can see very small code, but maybe some big logic is there. Instead of just adding two variables, there is some big logic, maybe 20 lines of code is there. Then if you are keeping like this in this main method, obviously your code will get like collapse, right? So you will not get understand clearly, right? So what basically I am going to do, I am going to create one method. Okay, I'm going to create one method public integer add. The method name is add. Okay, it will accept two variables, right? Integer maybe x comma integer y. Okay, it will accept two variables. The same way it will return the, what is that, some value, right? So it will return the x plus y basically, right? So you can pass two variable, two values, it will do some logic. If you want to do some logic, it will do here. Okay, and it will return the x, it will add the values and it will return finally, right? The same way. Okay, so maybe you can just print it as well. Okay, instead of doing returning, I can even print that actually. So okay, I don't want to return that, I just want to print. I can add and print. Okay, x plus y, that is what it will be very easy, right? Okay, so the same way when I try to do the multiplication, multiply, okay, so x star y, right? So this is what it has to do and print it out. So here I am just removing this logic, right? I want to call the add method, right? So how to call the add method, don't worry about it, how I am calling that and all, don't worry about it. Okay, so don't worry about it. Why, what is this and all, this is object creation for this class, we will see that on later. I'm just calling that add, and I can pass and ing. The same way I can call for a multiplication. Okay, so same way ing. If I do like this, okay, so you just assume that here maybe 100 lines of code in this add method. Okay, so multiply, it is having 100 lines of code, just assume that. Okay, as of now for sample program, just I added only one line, maybe just assume the 100 lines of. In that case, you have to do this type of methods. Okay, this is a methods actually. How to create a method is nothing but for access modifier, and the return type, void means it will not return anything. Okay, and the method name. So input parameters, what are the parameters it has to accept? Okay, so from while calling I am sending the two parameters, so the two parameter has to accept here. Okay, so if I run this, see, you can get the same output, right? So now you can understand, right? So why we are creating method? Basically, when we are having lot of codes, so we need to split that code into small part, then we can create a methods basically. Okay, and how to create a method? So method should be, first should be, what is that, access modifier you can mention. Okay, then it should be like a return type, maybe some methods will not return anything, so we are using void. If the method want to return anything, integer or float or string, anything, you can mention that as well. Okay, as of now it will not return, so I'm just giving void. Okay, don't worry about it, what is this void, what will return. Okay, so that everything we'll see in the further tutorials. As of now, just try to understand the methods. Okay, so this is syntax to create the method basically. Okay, then the input parameter, how many parameters you want, you can pass. If you want one more parameter, you can get it here. Okay, you have to pass from here, that is what basically. Okay, so maybe tomorrow I want one more parameter, I need a 5. Okay, I can pass it directly. So here again you need to get it integer, is that again, maybe just assume that. Okay, so that also, if you need to add a multiplication, that's it, you can do that. Now you can run this again, you can get the values, right? So 200 basically earlier it was come, then I'm just pausing 5, so 205 1000 basically it is printing like that, right? So this is called method basically. Okay, so hope you understood, right? Thanks for watching, bye bye.